The Government of Canada is committed to this, as it has been from the beginning. We're now, as I say, we've released the RFP. We're 17 years and $2 billion into the process. We'll be choosing the successful proponent within the next 18 months, and hopefully 19 months from now we'll see the beginning of the construction. I shouldn't say the next phase of construction. As you know, there's been demolition going on the US side, considerable work on the Canadian side, and I'm proud of the WDBA, the team. I'm proud of a number of governments. So many have been involved in this project for almost a generation, and we're beginning what I call the beginning of the final and most important stage. I don't want to, some of these will be subject to court challenge and so on. So I'm not going to get into specifics, but I'm very satisfied that we will have the properties we need at the time we need them to minimize the risk associated with having to slow down or stop construction in progress. And that has taken us a number of months to come up with. And again, my own officials, Mr. Cotillo, the CEO, Department of Finance, Treasury Board, Privy Council Office of Canada, and others who have looked very closely at this, along with outside advisors, are satisfied that that's why we're able to release the RFP. It'll be done when it's done, and it'll be done properly, and it will be done without the kind of inordinate risk that's associated with randomly picking a date before you have a constructor, before you have financing in place, and against the advice and recommendations of any number of experts. So what I've said, and I'll say it again, because it'll be done very soon. And
enough of these projects have an approximate. Even the Parkway had an approximate 250.
I never gave you that date. I've told you that, Dave, on repeated occasions, and I won't. And Parkway came in ahead of time, didn't it? And so no, there's not going to be one from me, not now. I'm going to just say to you that what we are going to do is what we've done. We've opened the site up. We're going to let people see what's happening. Once we have a contractor selected, once we've had the advice of these global firms, we might be able to give you a clear date. Suffice to say, in my view, that it's not going to be a whole lot of time beyond the original date. And I'll remind you, we are now into year 17 of a formal process. So we have begun the final stage, and once we've selected an operator, somebody who knows how to build a bridge, somebody who knows how to build the ports of entry, somebody that can coordinate a major structure like that, we might have a bit better insight at that point in time. But again, I am told, and Mike can talk more about this, he's done these projects. I've seen it, as a former finance minister, and there are going to be surprises. I mean, we're going to find things on that site that make it more difficult than we thought. We might get shortcuts. We might find, oh, this wasn't as difficult as we thought. Suffice to say that governments of all political stripes on both sides of the border have put 17 years of effort, close to $2 billion into the ground, and we are moving forward to that, the beginning of the final stage. And I look forward to still being quite young when I can drive my car across the border with all of you.
Mr. Chair,